Okay, looks like I'm live. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Goodness. So I'm coming on live. I was just outside. It's very hot out there and windy. So just don't mind my flyaway hair. It doesn't matter though, because that's not what chanting is about. It's not about how we look, right? It's about how we feel inside. So I'm gonna get settled in here, and what we're gonna do today is actually I am going to show you how to get in the middle, how to combine chanting and tapping. Okay, so as to not talk too much before we get into the chanting, I'm just going to say if you don't know what tapping is, then watch the whole chant, do the whole chant, and at the end we're going to do a little more Q&A. And probably if you're on my channel, you know a little bit about tapping. So what we're going to do real quick, I'm just going to show you the points. So we're going to tap while we chant. Okay, guys, and the reason we're doing this is because why not? I mean, why not enhance the chant by using tapping? Tapping the points, the EFT tapping points, is like emotional acupressure, and it really gets the chi flowing, gets the energy systems moving, puts us in a light, hypnotic state. It also shifts our brain waves, and you can also use the tapping as a way to put a message into your subconscious mind, which of course, if you want to really anchor the vibration of that chant, you can tap the chant in, and I do it all the time. And this is the first time I ever shared this because you guys, I actually thought maybe this was a little weird. Like people would think it was weird, but I was like, you know what? It's not weird, and I'm just going to share it because this is what I do, you guys, as I put this stuff together. So I'm going to share the points. So we're going to use the side of the hand point. We're not going to do a setup statement because we're not doing actual like EFT. We're just chanting. So we're going to tap this side of the hand point. Then we'll go to the eyebrow point here, and we can either, I like to do both sides. So you can just do one side, and it's like, I'm trying to show you, it's right here at the end of the eyebrow, and you want to be on the bone. Don't poke yourself in the eye, okay? And then if you just kind of slide around your eyebrows to the side here, again, you want to be like right on the edge of this bone and gently. And then when you go under the eye, again, you're right on the bone. So sometimes I notice people get down a little too low, so you want to make sure you're on this part. Again, don't poke yourself in the eye. And then right here between the nose and the upper lip, there's a crease right there, and that's where you want to tap inside this crease. Then here between the lower lip and the chin, again, there's a crease there. Then go to the middle of your collarbones and drop down about 2 inches or so, collarbone points. Sorry, my camera's like way up here, so I'm trying to figure out where to look. I'm looking at myself because I'm trying to see the points. Then we'll go, I'm going to skip, sometimes I add the rib points in, you guys, but we're not going to do the rib points today, but I'll just show you the rib points are, this is the bottom of my rib cage. I'm right about here. So, but we're going to skip rib points, and we're going to go straight to the under the arm. So it's about 4 inches below your armpit, or if you're a woman and you wear a bra, or anyone that wears a bra, it's right about where a bra line would be, okay? And then we'll go to the top of the head, which some people say they like to tap directly on the top of the head. There is a point there, and some people tap around it. I don't know. My teacher actually has said it could be either, so I usually just tap directly on it. Okay. All right, everyone. So let's chant Daimoku or Myoho Renge Kyo. Again, don't worry about if you don't know how to say the words correctly, how to pronounce it. Just go with it. You can even also just listen to my chant and let it go into your system. But I encourage you to jump in, and especially if no one's there and no one can hear you, why not just chant? It's not about the words, but it's about the vibration. It's like what the words invoke, okay? So again, I'm going on and on. I really want to get to the chant, but I'm just going to say that language is like a signpost. Okay, you guys know what a signpost is. It's something that points to something else. And we tend to have this idea that like language is it. Like the chant itself, that's the power. But the power is not in the words. The power is what it's pointing to. And what it's pointing to is a concept or an energy or a vibration, a very high energy of love, of connection, of truth, of joy. You know, all the things that we want. That's why you're here. That's why you're watching me still, because you want these things. So just remember that tuning into the vibration is the most important thing, not how you sound or how you pronounce it. Eventually that will come. Okay, so, all right, I've been talking for 5 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and do about a 5-minute chant, and just tap along with me, just follow along, go with it, okay? And we're going to do about eight beats per, 8 taps per, I think it's 8. All right, take a deep breath. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Namyoho 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 Renge Kyo. Namyoho Renge Kyo, 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 Namyoho Renge Kyo. Namyoho Renge Kyo, 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 Namyoho Renge Kyo. Namyoho Renge Kyo, 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 Namyoho Renge Kyo. Namyoho Renge Kyo, 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 Namyoho Renge Kyo. Namyoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Wonderful, wonderful. I feel really good now. See if anyone is here. My glasses to see that. So, okay. There it was, tapping and chanting. Just feel into this here now and see how you feel. And if you don't normally tap when you chant, which you probably don't, I don't know if many people do, you may notice a difference. Well, I'll tell you what I notice is that I notice that I'm able to really focus more on the chant when I'm tapping, because it gives me like, I tend to do a rhythm. Like if you notice, I match the rhythm of chant with the tapping. And it sort of like gives me this extra groove, and I sort of get synced in to the chant. That doesn't mean I can't get synced in without the tapping. But it really brings me way more present when I'm tapping, because my mind can't wander as much because I'm having to, find the points and tap. Now that's, again, that may not be for everyone, but that's how it feels for me. Another reason I do it is because sometimes I want to do a tapping and I don't necessarily have anything specific to work on, because if you know about tapping, usually you're working on a specific issue or a feeling or something. So it's like a type of continuous tapping. So I get my tapping in and I'm chanting, so I'm getting the benefit of both. So that's the reason why I do it. Now, you can also tap just maybe one point if you wanted to pick a point, because with tapping, you can tap any point that you want if it feels good to you. Like say, for instance, you like the collarbone points. That's a nice, or even there's additional points beyond the basic recipe, like just tapping here in the heart center. And I like to just do this with my fingers. Tap gently. You want to tap gently. Never want to like hit yourself hard. Tapping gently on the heart center. Also, there's a point here in between the eyebrows. And so if you do this tapping, you can think of it like connecting the heart chakra and the third eye chakra, or the heart and the mind. This is another way you can do it. And you can switch. It doesn't matter which hand, use on which point. So you can do that. So you can pick a point and just stick with one point if you want to do that. Or you can do continuous tapping all the way around, right? So that's how I do the tapping and chanting. So this is the cool thing about these practices, you guys. I mean, I've done so many different practices over the years, different kinds of meditation practices, different kinds of healing practices, different kinds of transformation tools, and I think it's really beneficial to let yourself have some creative freedom and combine things that work for you, because why not use all the tools in your toolbox? Where's there a rule that says you can't combine them? And I think there's a tendency in spiritual practices to for there to be lots of rules around them. It just happens in organizations. Organizations make rules, people make rules, and so there tends to be kind of like I say before, mysticism and like dogma around chanting. So I think that I give you permission. Feel free to be creative with the chanting. And next time we meet, I might actually do something different, not Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, but a different chant, or even use some affirmations, because chanting is really just a form of an affirmation. It's sounding something and creating a vibration. So we can create our own chants, affirmations, and if we want to work with something specific that we want to have in our life, we can actually chant an affirmation. So we're going to work with that next time. All right, then I can see a couple people are on live. I want to say hi and thanks for joining. I'm just wrapping up now, so you can certainly watch the replay if you just now jumped on. And I hope you chant with me and leave me comments. So we'll catch you on the next one. And namaste. Bye-bye.